Hey, Carol.
Hey.
What's going on?
I turned 15.
You're not 15 years old, Carol.
15 seasons of Shamba Shape Up.
Yes.
Welcome to the 15th season of Shamba Shape Up!
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need.
So they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice.
While learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Tony? Tony, you can't be doing this. Huh? What are you doing? You know we have a lot of work to do.
Carol, I'm working so hard to rest.
Surely.
Yes. Do you know how hard it is for me to stop working? I work so hard that I don't even stop to rest. I'm trying to see if I can rest before I work. So you get it?
I get you. So it means, even if I was to ask you to walk with me to the tent for food, you'll not be able to.
She's trying to trick me. It won't work. Carol, I'm working hard to rest.
All right. Keep resting.
Hi, Carol. Where's mine?
Did you work? You didn't work, so no food. Welcome to Shamba Shape Up.
This week, we are in Ugenya Siaya County.
My name is Hellen Otieno. I'm a teacher by profession, but you know teachers never just teach and they just sit. I teach and I also do farming.
My name is Silas and Hellen. I've been a farmer for the past 6 years, both crop and animals. In our area, we do tend to rely on rain-fed agriculture, which is quite a challenge. At times, it becomes so dry, whereby we are not able to harvest anything. I invested in water whereby I sank a borehole for harvesting, and at the same time, I use it for irrigating the farm. Vegetable, I think, is one of the crops that has helped me to break even in my farming.
I always watch Shamba Shape Up. I think I had shared with him that one day, I wish these Shamba Shape Up people could come here and just look at this boma and see how we are doing kalongolongo, and they would shape it up for us.
Silas and Hellen.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Fine, how are you? We are good.
This is our home, Otieno's home.
So how is farming here, by the way? Is it good?
Farming is quite good here in Aboke.
Yes.
Any challenges there?
Many.
There's a whole
The yield is not very good, but we are really trying. So we wish to make it even better. Make more money.
Make more money.
From our farm.
So,
Yes.
chicken, do you have chicken?
Wow. And that's another thing. I have a poultry chicken house and I have some chicken.
Silas,
Yeah.
let Mama tell us.
They're hatching, yes, but they die somewhere along the way.
To find out what's going on, we've come with
Experts. And definitely solutions are going to be found.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Silas and Hellen would like to keep more Kienyeji chicken here, but they have a challenge with their structure. Now, how do I get up there? Come out!
Before the chicken get here, we need to put in a stairway. Open up some ventilation, remove a wall, remove the old sacks on the floor, and turn this place into a proper chicken shed.
Healthy soils means healthy crops.
Silas and Hellen depend on their vegetables. When the demand is high, they have to ensure they can supply quickly. Spraying chemicals may mean long waiting times before harvest. We have brought in James Agua from Vermi Consultants, an expert that will show us a solution that fixes this, ensuring they don't lose money, but actually earn more.
The major problem that you guys have here are the issues with the pests. I've seen aphids, crops damaged by cutworm, Silas,
Yes.
how long have you been growing of these vegetables?
I've been growing these vegetables in this same space for the past 5 years.
It seems like the nutrient levels are a bit low. Therefore, we'll give you a shorter period of harvesting. Because when I was walking around, I noticed this one. If you look at this and you look at the strips, this is not a disease, but more of a lack of nutrients.
James has a good solution called Vermi technology, and he's taking us to see it. A quick drive and you arrive at Job Mururi's farm, a beneficiary of GIZ Pro Soil project.
Due to degraded soils, farmers have been really crying because they don't get the right produce. So under integrated soil fertility management, we are learning about Vermi technology. The Vermi word is just a Latin word which means earthworms. So we are using red regulars earthworms to break down organic matter. These are readily available material from our farms. So the worms, they break down this organic matter so that we can get cast, which is the compost itself, and we get the foliar fertilizer to spray on our crops. This is Vermi tea or Vermi juice.
How can this help the farmer with the challenge that they had?
One of the things that vermiculture does is that it works as a fertilizer, but it also works as a pesticide.
Oh, that is nice.
When you spray it, it protects your crops against pests, but it also adds nutrients to the crop, helping the crops to grow well and grow healthy.
Can he go directly today and start spraying?
You can buy this one now. Just talk to Job, take some few bottles, and start application tomorrow or today in the evening.
They're going to buy from you. You're in business, aren't you? Is it a good business, this vermiculture?
I've been doing this for 6 years, and I can say it is a lucrative business. It is an idea that can help even our youths. And it has helped me even to be in my house to do different things. So it is a good venture.
Our farmers look like they love the idea of making money out of Vermi technology. But how do they start?
For sustainability, in Vermi technology, we do vermiculture and vermi composting. In vermiculture, we reproduce worms so that we can get them for the use of composting. We breed these worms and we sell them to farmers. A kilo of worms is 2,500 shillings.
To set up a breeding vermiculture unit, take half a drum, put a tap at the bottom end, set it slightly slanted on a rack, place the gravel at the bottom. This helps with aeration. On top of this, place a sack to prevent the worms from passing through. It also helps sieve the vermiculture. Add a layer of sand. This helps with cooling and sealing of any holes in the sack. Add dry bedding materials like bean pods, husks, chopped maize stalks. This is where the earthworms will lay their eggs. Water the bedding. Add feeding materials like kitchen waste and farm waste. Avoid cooked foods with oil and salt. After 1 week, add the worms. Then add a layer of slightly composted cow dung. Water the bedding. Then add a layer of green matter. Add another layer of composted cow dung. Cover with a sack or plastic sheet to keep it dark. Regularly drain the drum. That's how you get the vermiculture. For more information on vermiculture, get in touch with Shamba through the number below.
Job, any challenges so far?
Yeah, challenges are there. Market for these products are there, but they are needed in big volumes. The initial capital of setting up vermicultures for big volumes is very expensive.
Is that why you come in, James?
So as Vermitech, we've now contracted farmers who are producing vermi products, buy it from them, and we take it to our factory where we blend it, package it, and sell it to farmers. As we speak now, we need about 17,000 bags of vermicast. We need about 20,000 liters of vermijuice, and therefore the market is so wide. So we need people like Job to work with us. We also need other people to come in and fill this gap.
Is that where you come in, Helen?
Yes, I think we can also join.
Vermitech also help farmers with training on how to brand their products so they can sell better.
Like if you go to the market now and you're asked to choose between this and this one, which one would you choose, Ton?
Which one would you take?
This one looks appealing.
Yeah, they all came from the farmer. So what matters is the branding.
What do you think about worms now?
I'm surprised that worms can help somebody make money.
Hellen gets a kilo of worms to start off the vermiculture business. Silas is also happy to buy some vermi juice to spray their vegetables. He will need to dilute the vermi juice when spraying. 1 liter of vermi juice to 10 liters of water. Time to head back.
Back at the farm, work on the chicken shed is going on well. The staircase has taken shape, and work on the inside has begun.
Work on the vermi unit also begins.
Tools and machinery are an important part of the farm because they make work easier. But we always need better tools.
We have partnered with some amazing people. We have Daniel Mandela from Steel, a manufacturer of handheld power products that are mostly used outdoors in farming, forestry, landscaping, cleaning, and construction sectors. Here to improve the productivity of our farmers.
Wow, look at just where we are standing. Silas,
Yes,
good job.
thank you. One of the main challenge that I've been facing is the machines that I use. When it sprays the crop, it doesn't cover the whole crop.
Okay.
And also, it wastes a lot of chemical. When I mix 20 liters, it's supposed to cover 10 beds. But because of the pump that I'm using, it covers only 4 to 5 beds.
So you've been using that pump, the same pump over and over again.
With the pumps is a nightmare. I've used like 6 pumps. In less than a year, I have to buy another one because they keep on breaking.
All right.
Yeah, if you even visit the store, you'll find that I've had different types of pumps there that have broken.
More than 6, you say.
They are there.
Mandela,
Yes.
you have to come to our rescue. And as usual, you've done your inspection
Yes.
in the shamba.
Actually, I moved around. I saw some are healthy, some are not healthy. And it's an issue about spraying. It doesn't mean like he has not been spraying with the right chemical, but it just requires a right pump.
So you want to say that a pump is a very important equipment
Yes.
in the shamba?
If you're using the best pesticides, you also need to have the best pump that can be used to keep the uniform distribution of the chemical without a waste, and also a pump that is durable to be economical on your farm. Yes.
Okay. So what do you have for us today?
Those pumps that we have in steel, they are powered by battery, others motorized, and another one manual. Today I worked with a manual pump.
What's the difference that this pump has compared to the ones that I've been using?
Say the 6 that you've been using.
Yes.
The 6 that he has been using. One, this pump is made up of a retainer filter cap. So you cannot lose it. It has also the measuring cups. You can measure chemicals from here directly. Then also the durability of this pump, it's strong so that you cannot break it.
One of the major challenges that I'm having with the current pumps is this pipe.
Okay.
After use for a certain period, it just snaps.
Our pipe is made up of rubber, other of plastics, and our rubber is also reinforced for longer use.
All right.
And even the lockout, for example, for your kids, you see like that one is moving, you can still lock this one. Okay.
Oh, so it's...
Our pumps, most of them, they come with a pressure cage. The purpose of this pressure cage, when you are chucking like this, it builds the pressure within the pump. It gives you a humble time. You don't keep on chucking water. It gives you a buffer time to relax as you spray. It's also a productive mechanism so that you don't damage the lever.
The other machines that I have don't have the pressure gauge.
Yeah.
As we just pump, it depends on the energy each and every farmer does have.
Yes.
At times you can pump and you break the lever.
Number 2, it also ensures that there's uniform distribution of the pressure as per the recommended spraying by the manufacturers of neopesticides and insecticides. Yes. Then another thing that you have on this pump, it is the lever. You can adjust it depending on the customer user. You can either work from here or get inside. And if you are left hand, you remove this one, you just put the other side, and also it works. It has also the filter for anything that clogs it. Yes.
This manual pump from Steel works very well. Silas wants to try it by spraying his newly bought organic pesticide and foliar, the vermi juice. Because the spray is organic, he does not need protective gear. He can also spray in the morning and harvest in the evening. No waiting period, so no loss of money.
Our farmer needs to make profit.
Okay.
And he said that when he uses the other sprayers, they normally waste a lot of pesticide.
How is this one going to help in save on that?
So it doesn't just bore out the liquid, but keeps something like a vapor form. And what regulates that is the atomizing part of this nozzle. So it reduces the chemical wastage so that it also allows the farmer to spray a larger area piece of land.
All right.
Yes.
Where do we get it?
Our showroom is located in Nairobi, but we have very well connected dealer networks across the country. Yes.
In case of a breakdown, are there spare parts for this pump?
Yes. Any breakages that you might have, we have the spares in our area network.
We now have our perfect sprayer. Coming up, after the break, will Kamau complete the chicken shed in time for the chicks? And what and how to feed Kienyeji chicken?
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up.
In this part, we look at good quality chicks. But before that, we need to be ready with good feed. The shed gets its final touches. Some disinfectant to keep the disease away. And not forgetting a new food bath. The Jiko goes in to provide the heat. Vitamin water for the birds. But what about the feed? What has Silas been feeding his Kienyeji chicken?
They feed on their own, because when we wake up in the morning, we open for them, they find food for themselves. So I don't know what they usually eat. Yes. And they've been taking long duration, like almost a year, for them to be ready to be slaughtered. And I've not been making money out of it. So I want to go into improved Kienyeji chicken farming so that I can make some money.
We have called in experts on everything animal feeds. We have Daniel Moraria from Unga Farm Care here to ensure our farmers get the best out of their Kienyeji chicken. Daniel starts by putting some sacks inside the brooder so that we can place feed for the new chicks in the first few days.
I'm so happy that you have decided now to do commercial improved Kienyeji rearing. As Unga Farm Care, we have developed a very specific Kienyeji diet for a farmer who wants to put it for commercial reasons. We start feeding them with a Fugo Kienyeji chick mash for the first 2 weeks. And this feed is very key because it focuses to make sure the birds develop internal organs. And number 2, also, it helps the bird to be able to have the right amount of protein for the future growth of that chick. The Fugo Kienyeji chick mash, for the first 2 weeks, it's going to roughly consume 0.4 kilos per bird. After the 2 weeks, you gradually transition these birds to Fugo Kienyeji growers mash. So this you give week 3 and week 4. Roughly one bird is going to consume 1.1 kilos of that feed.
Okay.
Yeah, so then once we are done with week 4, now the birds will have finished the brooding stage where you provide the extra heat source. So then you're going to remove the jikos, and the birds actually now are even ready to be exposed to the outside environment. So from week 5, then you'd also gradually transition them to the Fugo Kienyeji finisher mash, all the way up until week 12, when you're going to slaughter it for meat. One bird will roughly have consumed 6.8 kgs, in addition as a scavenge for the feed. That will be able to push the bird to achieve the weight that you'd want.
What can I use to measure so that I get to know that these chicks are now okay?
Yes.
Yes.
You are going to commercial. Yes. There are things which are going to change as a business.
Yes.
Because you want money. One of the things you need to have, it's a digital weighing scale. You'll be able to monitor, number 1, the weight of those birds on a weekly basis. So you put those chicks in a bucket, you weigh. This weighing scale will also help you to be able to measure the correct amount of the feed that is required for those birds. So we don't want to have wastages. We want the birds to eat the right amount of feed so that it becomes a profitable business for you.
Will they eat equally? What can I do so that I make sure that everyone is eating?
Your secret to what you have described is what we call uniformity, flock uniformity. You want your bird to be uniform. Number 1, it is the correct spacing at the correct stages for that bird. Because when the birds are congested, they'll not easily be able to reach out to the feed or the water. Number 2, you need to give or allocate the correct amount of feed. So make sure you measure so that you don't underfeed. So one feeder, we usually calculate it will be able to accommodate approximately 50 birds. And then one manual water drinker will also be able to accommodate roughly about 50 birds.
I have 100 birds.
100 birds.
I know I have 2 feeders, 2 drinkers.
We are good.
We are good to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so
Make
much.
business.
Yes, I'll make this with this money.
Yes.
3 months, I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
We now know how to feed the commercial Kienyeji chickens from the start to the end. But where are the new chicks? We are ready.
We have Dr. Nelson Omula from Kenchik here to inspect the shed and see if it's indeed ready to house some day-old Kenbro chicks. Let's hope we did a good job.
So Nelson, the fact that we have put the chicks in means that you're happy with the housing.
Of course, yes. I am happy with the housing.
So Helen, you've kept chicken before.
Yeah, traditional ones, Kienyeji chicken.
Kienyeji.
Yeah.
And what was the main purpose?
Just for subsistence use.
Aha.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of doing it as a business?
Yes, I have, but I was not able to because I didn't know where to get good ones.
Now you're lucky. Common mistakes that farmers make when they start with the day-old chicks.
Is to acquire day-old chicks from the wrong source. It is important for a farmer to acquire chicks from a reputable source like Kenchik, which is why today we brought you Kenbro from Kenchik. Some other mistakes that farmers normally make are the management issues. When they acquire day-old chicks, some farmers normally give water and then give feed later. Some farmers normally give feed and give water later. All those are wrong practices. Some farmers do not observe ventilation in the brood house. The wood shavings that is placed on the floor, it should be thick enough to accommodate these day-old chicks. Always avail clean feed and clean water at all times to avoid contamination and further infection in your flock. Why are we saying that you should keep Kenbro as a farmer? Kenbro has got faster maturity.
Okay.
With Kenbro, you can choose to rear this Kenbro on intensive system of farming or semi-intensive, in which case both will give you very good results.
I would like to ask about that word, intensive.
Intensive system of farming is whereby you rear Kenbro birds, you provide feed and water for them in this house up to the point of maturity. That is intensive farming. The semi-intensive is whereby you will brood this bird for a period of 4 weeks in the brooder. When birds get to the 5th week, they can free range in a confined environment, and then they can come back to the house later in the day, providing feeds both in the house, and they will be scavenging for feeds outside within the confined environment. When you are rearing Kenbro under intensive system of farming, you will rear these birds for a period of up to 60 days. And at the end of 60 days, you will attain a minimum weight of 2 kilograms per bird. The semi-intensive system of farming, these birds will mature after a period of 81 days. We can say 3 months.
3 months.
Your birds will attain a minimum weight of 2.5 kilograms and a maximum weight of 3 kilograms per bird. As some of the other reasons why you should consider keeping Kenbro, Kenbro is very hardy. It is resistant to diseases and harsh environmental conditions.
Does it mean that the farmers don't have to vaccinate the Kenbro chicks?
Allow me to show you. When you receive the day-old chicks, you will receive them in a carton like this. But at the bottom here, you have spaces for record keeping. You will fill in all these details. And then down here, we have a recommended Kenbro vaccination program. So the first vaccines have been administered at the hatchery. So as a farmer, you will continue administering your vaccinations as indicated here, as this help boost immunity for these birds. At Kenchik, we give farmers technical support, and we normally do this for free. You can also get these services at our Kenchik poultry centers.
The chicks are fed and happy. The Vermi unit is done. Our farmers will have fertilizer and chicken feed for the new birds. The farmer is shaped up and happy. It has been a good visit.
It's been 3 days of intensive training. Right now, Shamba Shape Up is leaving me as a TOT of a bokeh. I'm going to sell issue of Vermi Compost. I'm going to sell the idea of getting into agribusiness, keeping poultry to make money.
I would like Shamba Shape Up to come back and see what I have done and to see that we really appreciate what they did for us.
And give it more time for airing, not 30 minutes. Give it maybe 1 hour so that we can learn all this process. Thank you.
And we'll see you in the next Shamba Shape Up.